right, Unclean one here with a quick end of year update about the show. 2022 has been an amazing year for Dragon's Greed Gaming. We finished our very first actual play series, Gallows Geist, back in June. We've released a bunch of episodes of Alien the role-playing game, including our first ever collaboration with our international cast. We also launched our Patreon page at the start of summer, along with Tales from the Old World, a patron-only Warhammer Fantasy actual play series. And then at the end of August, we started our newest and current show, Mork's Mad Boys, a Warhammer 40,000 Wrath and Glory actual play series. We've also started our YouTube channel by bringing over every episode from our podcast, and we've got so much more that we want to bring to you. As we move into the new year, I just wanted to take a glimpse as to where we're headed. First, I can promise that our weekly actual play episodes will continue. We're nearing the halfway point of Mork's Mad Boys, and we'll be diving into a Mork Bjor campaign once that concludes. You've also probably heard me mention on the show lately that we will finally be bringing you some real video content on our YouTube channel this coming year. We have a Tale of Four Gamers hobby journey set, and we plan to start recording that in January. Brian from Gallows Geist, along with Eric and Sean from pretty much all of our shows, they'll be joining me as we document our glorious return to 6th edition of Warhammer Fantasy Battles. This is going to be a monthly show where we start each collecting a brand new 1,000 point army and showcase our progress each month as we collect, build, and paint them. I'm hoping we might get a chance to do some gaming as well, but we'll have to wait and see if that's in the cards. Now, if all goes well, that should hopefully be the first of much more video content that we plan to bring you guys in the future. There's a good chance that we may start recording video for our actual play series, and maybe even dive into the realm of live streaming one day. As you've all heard me mention before, Dragon's Greed is pretty much a one-man show in regards to everything happening behind the scenes. Pretty much just me. I do all of our audio and video editing myself, along with prepping for our campaigns, managing our podcast hosting on Spreaker, all of our advertising, social media on Facebook and YouTube, and it's a lot to do. And since I'm a married guy and I've got a full-time job, unfortunately there's only so many hours in the day that I can devote to this. I really hope to bring you all more content in the future, and as the show grows more and more, that's becoming more and more of a possibility. You know, when I started this channel, I pretty much just had a story for Warhammer that I really wanted to tell and share with like-minded folks like yourself. The story of Kessler and the Geist is something I'd been having rattle in my brain for a few years, and tried to start it with a 3rd edition group, but they weren't too into it, so I'm glad I finally got to tell that story, and now here we are. 2 years later, I'm loving this. It's been a real fun ride. It's been a blast, and I hope to make it more than a hobby one day. When I started, I always had an idea, or this, I guess, dream to make Dragon's Greed a channel that could offer a plethora of gaming content, actual plays, board game, let's plays, battle reports, live streams, collaborations. I want Dragon's Greed to have something for everybody, or as many people as we can, I suppose. I know I've got certain tastes that other gamers might not be too into, but there's plenty of out there that you all seem to like what we're doing. So, podcasting was the easiest way to start. And now we're going to try to add some video content into the mix, and hopefully as my skills develop and hopefully I get a little bit more time, we can keep adding more and more things in the future. Also, it's been brought to my attention that some of our podcast episodes have been having a staggering number of ads. I myself have not heard a single ad on anything that I've listened to, but I must admit that I simply do not have the time to listen to every last episode in its entirety, especially after editing each one. I suspect this may have something to do with us starting to use the ad monetization feature on Spreaker, but I'll have to take a closer look to find out exactly what's happening. Because what I can tell, it's supposed to only be like 2 ads per episode, but maybe I don't understand their terminology or lingo here. So hopefully I'll get to the bottom of it sooner rather than later. I apologize. Tyler made it known to me that some of the episodes were pretty much unlistenable because of the number of ads, and that's certainly not what we want. I mean, that's certainly not worth it. So I'll take a look into that, and I promise I will correct that and fix it and address it as soon as I can. Lastly, I just wanted to take a moment to thank each and every one of you out there that have listened to the show or become a fan over the last 2 years. Your support is unbelievable, and it truly means the world to me and the rest of the cast. You know, whether you've listened to a single episode or given us a thumbs up, a like, a follow, a 5-star review, or whether you've joined up on the Patreon, you know, however you've supported us, it's humbling and it inspires me to keep pushing forward with this crazy idea and, you know, bring more of these ideas and stories, hopefully, to you guys. So just wanted to thank you all from the bottom of my cold, dead heart. And I hope you, your family, and all your friends have had a great holiday season and you have a fun, safe, and happy New Year's. As a thank you for everything you've all done for us, because, you know, I try to say it all the time, but we wouldn't be here without our audience and our listeners, and that's a fact. You guys are helping us grow. When we first started this, you know, as expected, we had a couple downloads a week, and you know, we're peaking now, and we're hitting new records every week, and we're getting over 400 downloads a week, which is just staggering to us. And I hope we can continue to improve on that and double it and get the name out there and just bring all these cool stories and ideas to you for you to enjoy. So, as a thank you for all of that, we're releasing a bonus episode today of Alien that we recorded. I gathered together a special group of friends to join me for the one-shot cinematic called Evac, which is from the second Alien novel that has a tie-in with the RPG. That novel's called Inferno's Fall. I recommend you give it a read. It was pretty good. I liked it more than Colony War. Not that Colony War was bad, but this was pretty good. Anyway, we recorded that in October, and it was meant to be our Halloween special this year, but unfortunately, that is the week that I came down with COVID, so a lot of things got pushed to the side. We still went through with the recording since I'd already planned it, had everybody gathered. You know, I toughed through it. So excuse me if I don't sound like I'm at the top of my game, but hopefully you'll enjoy it nonetheless. So thanks again, listeners. Thanks again, audience and fans. I know we've got a bunch of raving fans out there. You guys are awesome, and I hope you enjoy what we've got in store. So here's to 2023. We'll see you guys on the other side.